Do you ever stop and wonder if your actions are sustainable? What does sustainable even mean? According to the Brundtland Report, sustainable development is development that meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their needs. And that sounds great. Well, sort of. In order for this to work, we have to define a lot of other things. What does future generations mean? Is it just us, humanity, or all the different species? Trees, birds, polar bears, sharks, etc.? What are the essential needs? Is that just food, water, and shelter? Is that the lifestyle we currently live, comfortable in our homes? Should essential needs be the same for everyone, or at least close to the same? Because they certainly aren't. Many attempts have been made to answer these questions in the field of design. One of the approaches we set out for using was critical design, a term coined by Tony Dunn and further developed by Dunn along with Fiona Raby. In their book, Hertzian Tales, they say that critical design uses speculative design proposals to challenge narrow assumptions, preconceptions, and givens about the role products play in everyday life. It is more of an attitude than anything else, a position rather than a method. Its opposite is affirmative design, design that reinforces the status quo. So why use critical design? Critical design is uninhibited by market constraints, able to impact people's worldview, and cheap to produce memorable ideas rather than an actual artifact. We designed a process that exposes non-designers to critical design in order to raise awareness about sustainability. We call this process a creative chain. This is similar to a design charrette, a workshop-style design method that has participants switching groups and sharing ideas to generate and build off each other's ideas. Unlike a design charrette, the creative chain can asynchronously and remotely be performed. Another important distinction is that the intent of our process was to spread awareness and inspiration for sustainability, more than to refine a product idea. The first step in a creative chain is to come up with a critical design concept related to sustainability. This unifying theme serves as a meaningful seed for different critical design concepts that address different particulars. In this case, we settled on the idea of making waste disruptive. Oftentimes people are wasteful because there is no inconvenience or negative experience associated with it. The second step is generating critical concepts that embody the chosen idea of making wastefulness unpleasant for a consumer. The third step is presenting the idea to people from different fields of study. After giving a response to the ideas, participants are asked to generate their own design concept. Once they have done so, they are shown previous participants' contributions and given an opportunity to give their feedback on the existing ideas. Allowing for a variety of perspectives can pull the chain into different directions, provoking strong reactions from other participants. In order to test our design chain process, we invited people from different fields of study to participate in co-creation sessions. We developed 3 critical design concepts from our theme, making waste disruptive. The first, a robot baby that cries and wails every time energy wastefulness is detected. It doesn't stop crying until some items are turned off. Number 2, a shower timer that turns off hot water after a certain amount of time. You have to make do with really cold, icy water after the timer goes off. Number 3, a Wi-Fi router that gets more and more throttled based on the number of plastic bags you have at home, forcing you to reuse or collect fewer bags. We asked users what they thought of our critical designs and asked them to think of a critical solution using their field of study.
Most of the natural gas pipeline, you're going to have some chemical additives added to the natural gas. So you can smell that. You can smell a very disruptive smell. This is like a way that is going to inform you that you're turning it too high or something like that.
During these sessions, we found that the participants were inspired by our ideas. They combined them with knowledge from their field of study and developed creative concepts. We could see them taking ownership of their ideas and iterating on others.
Than making the gas leak, you could somehow just trigger an alarm directly based on the amount of gas being passed from year to year. But the idea is very nice.
It's like if you're heating it, it's probably cold outside, and then you're losing that efficiency. So, like if there was an easy way to immediately neutralize the smell, then it might be a good idea.
Our creative chain can exist in multiple media, where people of different perspectives can see, react, and contribute to ideas in the chain. With every individual contributing his or her own expertise to the initial idea, a fledgling proposal can become more and more concrete or more wild. And that's how a creative chain works. It doesn't have a set end, and its sustainability involves everyone.